Hey guys, today is the 18th day of November, and that makes it our 18th art sound off, and I'm trying to find a place where the sun isn't going to be directly in my eyes. I am still in Luling, Louisiana. I have Noca's Fest tomorrow, so if you are in New Orleans, please head on by. It is at the main branch library on Loyola, so it's like 219 Loyola. And it is from 11 to 4, open to the public, and it's free admission. So if you enjoy comics, if you enjoy one-of-a-kind screen prints, that sort of stuff, if you enjoy zines, or, you know, just enjoy going out and checking out local New Orleans events, I highly recommend you check it out. It is their 3rd year, and it is going to run tomorrow and Sunday. And if you come by Sunday, you can check out my inking panel at 1. It is the only panel on Sunday. So after you check out my panel, maybe you can come by my comic. So today's prompt, we're still working with some of the prompts from the official Art Sound Off prompt list. You can check the description below for more of those. And it asked, what tool are you consider changing and why? And you guys know that I review art supplies, and I have a lot of them, and I do a lot of overviews. So it is never really so much about changing arts. Always gonna have the sun in my face. Never really so much about changing my art supplies, because I'm changing them all the time. I am always finding new things. I am always excited about the new product that will make my life easier. But I actually recently did make a change. I went from using Photoshop for my inking to using Manga Studio, and I know I am super behind the times, and everyone else told me to do it for years. The thing was, when I was at SCAD, we had Manga Studio 3, and I hated it. So even though I owned 5, like I bought 5 when it was on sale, I put off using it for years. But I like it so much better than Photoshop because it does auto-stabilize those lines, and it does have the variable line weights the same way Photoshop does, and it works really well with my Surface Pro, and it's a little more lightweight than Photoshop, so I can pull really nice lines quickly, and it just doesn't take so much finagling. So I am currently using Manga Studio a whole bunch to ink some digital pieces that I'm trying to put out for my Kidlit portfolio, because that's one of my big focuses this year, is finding another tool available to artists and illustrators, an agent or a rep. And so that is something that I am in the process of doing, because I've gotten really tired of scrounging around for jobs on my own. So I'm eager to have someone else help me find better opportunities for myself, especially because I do live in the South and there aren't a lot of opportunities here. It would be great to have someone who can afford to travel to New York and San Francisco to represent my art and help me find more employment. So those are 2 tools that I am working on, either having added or adding to my arsenal. I have also recently started using Trello to help organize the video queue. Trello it's sort of like a whiteboard where you can create multiple headings and list multiple tasks. So I've recently introduced Trello to my work as well, and I'm enjoying it. And I showed you guys my planner and my highlighters. That was a tool I introduced. That method of organizing content was a tool I introduced this year, about in February. So those are all tools that I have recently started using to help organize my artistic life and my artistic career. Another tool I use for these videos is I use my Samsung S7, and I introduced that to my lineup in August because I got tired of fighting with my ancient iPhone 4, which was constantly trying to die. So now I can record video and edit it as long as it's lightweight video, and upload vlogs straight to YouTube. So that is another tool. And a tool that sort of came along with that was, as tacky as that sounds, a selfie stick. I use it to record these vlogs. It is better than setting up a tripod and, you know, trying to square everything like that. And it looks like you guys can't see me because the sun's right behind me. I just can't ever win, right? Let's see. So I think those are all of the big deal tools that are really worth mentioning that I haven't introduced to you guys on video. Oh, how about an old tool that, oh no, wait. That was my younger brother. He wanted, I'm helping him with something in Excel. So I have to wrap this up really quick. So, boop, boop, boop. Oh, new tools. So I've recently started playing around with fountain pens, but it's not like I'm dropping my normal inking for fountain pens. It's just a fun thing to noodle around with. It's sort of like a sub hobby. I don't expect to, I don't want to put the time or the effort into becoming, you know, known for doing that. So it's just sort of like a novelty for me. But I really enjoy messing around with them. And as you guys know, I recently switched out the nib on a Jinhao X750. And I heat set my own feed. It was a plastic feed too, and it really fought me. And I learned how to use hot and cold water, sort of as an accident, to remove difficult nibs. So, you know, that's a cool toy, but I don't know if I would call it a tool. Another tool that I've recently re-fallen in love with is traditional nibs, and that came about because I had that Art Snacks Inktober box that I was doing a lot of tutorials for. I opted to do that. They didn't. This is not a deal I have with Art Snacks. We have no deal. I paid them money for my boxes, just like every other schmuck. But I sort of, when playing around with their Seiji nibs, I sort of fell in love with the G-nib again, and then down to the physical paper and ink art store, which if you're in Nashville, you should check that out because that store is baller. They have a nib bar, and yeah, I selected some nibs, open stock from the nib bar, and paid for those, of course, because they're not a sponsor. And so I've been playing around with nibs. So like this combination of like fountain pens and setting my own nibs and heat setting and open stock nibs is like sort of pushed me off into like a sub direction that I am enjoying playing with, but I can't see it becoming like a sustainable part of my art. But you know, you never know how that's gonna go, right? Like that's why I do the reviews that I do, because you never know when something is gonna turn into that material that just clicks for you and opens up doors and opens up like little secret compartments in your brain, unlocks your creativity, right? That's why I am a big pusher of art supplies and tools, because for me that has been magical. So as you guys can see, the sky is very beautiful today, and from my bare shoulders it is very pleasant, very temperate out here. It is like in the high 70s. Sun is out. It has been gorgeous. I'm sure I'll get some rain before I leave. And the days are longer in Louisiana. Now I remember why seasonal affective disorder really kicks my butt. It's because the days are super short and cold and gross in Nashville, and they're long in Louisiana. Unfortunately, that's one of like the 5 things that I love about Louisiana. It's a short list. Anyway, food also being on there. So I will see you guys tomorrow at Nokus Fest. I'm going to combine my Art Sound Off with my Nokus Fest vlog. So I will see you guys then. Have a great day, guys. Bye.